Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Patrick Mahomes finding a way back to the bowl. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to be in an NFL quarterback room, all sorts of detail, nuance about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offense and defensive football, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, become a patron. I appreciate your support. The link is in the video description. As for this video, let's get into it. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs going back to another Super Bowl. 4th and 2, sprint right option, nothing there. Dislike the play call, but Travis Kelce on the backside doing Travis Kelce things. And Patrick Mahomes just making this look so easy. We got a free runner, Clowney on the backside, doesn't matter. Just go back there and find 87. So what's going on here scheme-wise? This is a play that has been around for a long time. Up and into the flat. We're trying to usually get a little rub and then into the corner. And really this play is trying to go 1, 2, and then usually back to 3 on the sideline or the pylon if it's at the goal line. Now right here, we're able to kind of buy some time and then have this huge void in the middle of the field because we're sprinting out. It's sprint right option. Everybody's got the gap to their right, to the play side gap. So what that's going to do is that's going to leave a backside free runner. So the quarterback has to stay on the run here. So that's why this throw is even more impressive as he gets out here to be able to go back there and find 87 on the backside. So the first thing we're going to see is just down here to the bottom. They're going to cloud corner this thing, roll the corner up, play half field to the bottom. So the flat's dead. You know, maybe the number 1 down here to the bottom could get a little bit more depth with the out and be a potential option in front of the safety, but probably not. Mahomes stays on the run and find Kelce on the backside. I mean, and just making it look easy. This isn't some random down and distance. 4th and 2. Opening series. Massive play. Just Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. Massive football play. And again, you can see the backside, how everybody's working to the right, the play side gap. And I mean, Mahomes almost does it in like one motion, like front side, no, backside, I'm throwing it. 87, there he is. And just the kind of the subtle release. So he kind of pauses at the start. This is a very Kelce-esque release. Hezzy, go. Just always under control. Big time play. Wow. Next one here, touchdown pass. Kelce, little wheel back shoulder down here to the bottom. This is a hell of a matchup. 14 versus 87. You know, running in phase, hip by hip. Just a nice back shoulder throw. Maybe a tick low, but this is a great job from Kelce. My goodness. First of all, the double move route. Not a whole lot of tight ends doing it. Good coverage. Patrick gives him a chance. Back shoulder, back hip. Hell of a job. Just a lot to love here. So first off here, what's going on route-wise? What I'm going to call this little old school out and up wheel. So we're up. Kelce does a good job. Gets his head around a little bit, and then we're up. And then the coverage is good. Right? Like 14's right in his hip. They're side by side. This side by side relationship usually tells the wide receiver or tight end eligible and the quarterback that we're going to get a back shoulder throw here. So you essentially throw it to his back shoulder, back ear, and allow him to kind of fall away from the defender and get it. So that's the touchdown. And it's a hell of a catch from 87, no doubt about it. Now, the other part about this play is what's going on with the rest of the routes. I'm going to call this a post. It might be like a crosser. The only other thing I'd like to see here, I think that this is essentially drive on the side, so shallow with basic. And the thing I would like to see added here on the top side of this thing is to just get a little rub. Like this is a pretty 101-ish look for me with this stack where if I'm running the basic as the number 2 here, you just widen into that press corner right here and you can get a nice rub for him. So widen, get a rub, and then get into the basic so you get this runaway opportunity for the drive. So if Kelce wasn't there on the wheel or you didn't like it, you have this drive coming right into your vision. So kind of probably alert, 1, 2, and then Pacheco coming out the backfield. He's going to score 2. So you've got a touchdown here. You've probably got a touchdown here if you get all the way back to the check down. Again, well-designed plays. You'll hear me say a lot. Offensive architecture, when multiple guys are open for touchdowns, usually good things happen for an offense. You can see the check down coming out on the little burst. So drive burst. No, yes. And at the end of the day, again, the thing with 15 and 87 that I think you can't overstate is the body control. So Mahomes is off his back foot. Now he's got all his cleats in the ground. He's kind of in rhythm. But then for a tight end to be able to be in phase like that with an all-pro safety and just fall off and make that catch below your hip is outstanding. And you just got a nose for the end zone on top of it. So just a hell of a job. It's a great matchup. You know, it'll be interesting to see how, if at all, they try to take him away, they meaning the 49ers in the Super Bowl, because you just get a sense that they're always trying to get him the ball and to just mix up the looks on 87, almost like he's a quarterback. Big time touchdown, though. Next one here, another great situational football play, 3rd and 1. We're going to reverse out and throw it to Kelce. Now, I'm going to guess that this is supposed to be a bluff flat, but the reason that it's on here, besides for the 3rd down conversion element of it, is the touch. So Patrick Mahomes goes up and over here, and we'll talk about kind of the mechanics of this play, but we're going to go up and over, not the shortest guy on the field, with just an easy wedge. And again, the arm talent obviously just oozes from 15, but the ability for him to just come out here, casually reverse out, set your feet, and throw a perfect touch ball into the flat, again, over an all-pro. It's awesome. So what's going on with this? I'm used to calling this power pass or an iteration of. What that means is that usually someone, usually from the backfield, is going to come up here, bluff the in man on the line of scrimmage, get out into the flat. And then the back, right behind him, post-fake, is going to chop the person that we are bluffing, usually the in man on the line of scrimmage. So for this play, that sure looks like Kelce, the number 3 right here, is supposed to bluff this player right here. He's the one who's getting chopped. So you bluff him, pretend like you're going to block him, and then get out into the flat. And that's kind of the one. And then the back comes right off you and chops him. Well, what happens here is they've got another player outside. So Mahomes has to navigate that throw as he reverses out, turns his back to the play, and then throws it over and makes it look easy on 3rd and short. Okay, so that's what happens with the ball. Everything else here is a corner. Then we're going to run like a little mesh over the top. And if Kelce wasn't there, so bluff flat, then you have this shallow coming across with the mesh as kind of the 2. So you would do 1, 2. You know, sometimes this time thing pops as an alert, and then this backside thing would be almost like 3 as a check down. You're going to lose your back most likely because he's going to chop somebody. So again, just the throw, the fluidness, the smooth vibes of 15 right here, just up, over, easy. Again, they're just so creative on how they get the ball to Kelce. So, little delay, leak out. That's outstanding. And again, you know, this will happen in games where I'm looking at 6, the linebacker for the Ravens. It's almost like some of these guys are more interested in asserting their physicalness than making the play. Like it's 3rd and 1. Like, yeah, we know you want to be the bully. You bully him right there, but we just got a 1st down. And it, you know, vibes like that, little themes, sub-themes, subplots can happen in games like this for guys, especially guys who are trying to be the bully. But you can see the back here. Kelce's going to bluff Clowney, bluff, chop. Oh, man, that does not feel good if you're an edge, too. Boop, perfect from Pacheco. Beautiful. And again, just let this touch throw wash over you. Reverse out, turn your back, in rhythm, up and over, all pro. So good. Next one here, another 3rd down, another critical situational down and distance. I thought the Chiefs did a great job early on executing on these downs. This is a pretty cool design. I'm going to argue that there's probably someone in the wrong down here to the bottom, but up top, we're going to run mesh with Kelce, the number 3. Really great job from 87 setting that thing. Patrick puts it right on him. Big 1st down. So how this thing works out probably isn't the spacing that they're looking for. But if I had to guess, he's trying to get it to the back in the flat. No, shallow coming right to him. And again, he might not make this easy on himself with his footwork, kind of for no reason, but you also want to trust his feel in the pocket. And he's proven he can make these off-platform throws like most normal humans, quarterbacks make their like perfect footwork throws. So I do not recommend this kind of footwork for anyone, but Patrick Mahomes can do it consistently. So what's going on play-wise here? So this sure looks like middle field closed, press man. What ends up happening here route-wise, we get a go, a wheel, this flat isn't there, and then it turns into a wheel. So you end up getting this like squinched together layer cake over here. Like this can't be what they want to do. So that's the first part of it. Now, where the ball ends up going on the shallow coming across here is a really nice job with Kelce sets this mesh. So he gets kind of a nice pick or rub. So that defender can't be in his hip. So the defender right here has to get up and then tailpipe him, get right behind him on that shallow. And that creates the angle for Mahomes. So if I had to guess what this play is supposed to look like, I would guess that it's supposed to be a in post, wheel, flat, and then he can turn it up if he doesn't get it with that mesh right here and the shallow where the ball ends up going right here. And you would probably read this thing 1 to 2. So again, it's just a really nice job of Mahomes making this thing work. Again, excellent job. I love watching guys play at a high level off the ball with 87. So you can see the flat down here to the bottom. No, right? Match to it. Got it. Then watch Kelce try to set this pick on the mesh. Boom, there it is. He's got to tailpipe him right there. We got it. But then you can also see at the bottom of the screen, the go, wheel has got some funky spacing for me. But man, Patrick Mahomes, off platform, little flick right on his face, make it look easy. First down. Just so smooth. The feel combined with the creativity and kind of the perimeter coming into their own. I mean, Kelce's always been a great player in the passing game, but this right there, love seeing him pop it, Rice open for big first down. Next one here, 3rd and 5. This is simply the magic of Mahomes right here. Kelce, the number 2 down here at the bottom, doing Kelce things, keeping the play alive, vision down the field, not looking to run, unbelievable body control, and giving 87 a chance when the defender has his back turned. So, I mean, you just let this thing wash over you. There's nothing I can do to describe it to make it better than it is. It is outstanding quarterbacking, great vision. Look at the body control, the feel. And then, I mean, just when he decides to throw this, like he wants to throw it right there. Holds it. He throws it right there. You can see 21 on Kelce. So this right here got his back turned. He's facing this way. He's trying to match like ball denial right here. So you can throw this thing anywhere except into his back as long as he doesn't turn. But he doesn't throw this thing where he wants, right? Like he flips that thing way over here. 87 does his thing to get all the way over there and make a hell of a catch. So it's, again, 15 and 87 just on a different level. And, it's probably allowed to happen. Looks like it actually gets tipped. Looks like 24 eventually gets his hand on it right there. Makes it even more impressive of a catch. It's just crazy. Now, does 24, the defensive end up top, stop? Yeah. Okay, so again, playing 15 here, I think they do a decent job of keeping him kind of in the pocket-ish. But man, I don't know what the hell you're supposed to tell your defense. What more can you do? You got to get home. They keep him in the pocket, but he's still able to create, be off schedule, improvise, give his guy a shot, and his guy makes a big play. But again, if we're, 24, the defensive end on the right, we got to keep playing, dog. Clowney's got to keep playing. You can't get pushed out the screen, stop, and then you're the guy who comes back. He eventually comes back. But if he doesn't stop when he's off the screen here, Mahomes probably doesn't get this throw off. Regardless, it's a ridiculous play. And again, just let it wash over you, man. Give your guy a chance. Ball gets hit. Hell of a catch, too. My God. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Nice scramble from Mahomes to get a first down. Probably a little unlucky, too. Well, it's a good decision to not throw it. He's thinking about throwing it to 84, the number 1 up top. That middle field post safety probably takes it. The bummer is that he's got a chance to Kelce for a touchdown. He's got a chance to Pacheco down here to the bottom on a touchdown. There's a lot to like about this play, but you can't forget that 15 can do this. And it feels like in the biggest moments, in the biggest games, he's always fast enough. Okay, so there's a lot going here. So I'll talk through first off, we'll talk through what happens on the play, and then we'll talk through probably what could have happened as well. So at the snap here, it sure looks like he thinks he's got 84 right here. And I think this safety is creeping over, and he makes a great decision to not throw that, to turn that thing down. Okay, so really he goes from that, so there, you can see that pump, turn down, and then he goes to get it himself. Okay, that's great. Now, what else could have happened? If he works up top, which I think he was, he's got Kelce on the wheel. Now, it's decent coverage, but if he throws this thing high back 5 here to the end zone, I think 87's got a chance for a touchdown. Down here to the bottom, we've got the back on this wheel. It's going to walk in. This is absolutely a touchdown if he works down here to the bottom. And it's a great job from Rice setting the pick. So comes in here. This linebacker has got the back man to man. We come in here with the rub. We get the outside. I think it's MVS running that kind of like post through here. And there's nobody back here. So again, could he hit Kelce? Could he hit the back? Sure. Do we still get a first down with the scramble? Does he make a good decision not to throw it? Yes. So up top, Kelce, right there. High back 5. Wouldn't be shocked. It's good coverage. We've already seen him beat it this game. How about down here to the bottom? Watch Rice set the pick on the back. Boop. Walk in. So again, to me, and I know that I feel that I repeat myself, but maybe if it's your first video, you've never heard me say this. A good indication of high-level offensive architecture is when there are multiple people open for potential touchdown passes. You know, we don't get either of them here, but he's still got the skill set to make a good decision on the turn down to the post and go get it himself with his feet. And you add in the pick or rub down here playing without the ball. I just love it, man. It's high-level offense. It's good decision-making. We get a first down inside the 10. This is really good. No, go. Create. You know, they can have a spy, but they still can't stop him from getting a first down. It's a beautiful job here from 15, just turning this thing down. Yeah, we'd love to get the touchdown pass. Yes, you can see kind of the bones of what they could have got, but no, go. And then always fast enough. First down. Next one here, 3rd and 9. Okay, this one's a bit of a bummer because we get a completion to Kelce, the number 3 down here on kind of the, call it like a deeper flat, but they're essentially trying to run a flood concept to get a first down. Now it's 3rd and 9. He ends up getting 8. They try to run for it on 4th. Don't get it. Bummer. So yeah, you would love to get a first here. And usually Kelce's got a great nose for this. And I'm probably going to make the argument right here that he takes this maybe a little bit deeper than he probably should. So there's the clear, must outside release, go. Here's the intermediate or deeper corner. And what I'm saying, Kelce normally would be out in the flat like this. Like this is traditional spacing of flat, intermediate, deep. Okay, but what Kelce does, and what Kelce does better than probably anybody who's ever played, is he's got the ability to recess and feel this thing. So he knows it's 3rd and 9. So he pushes this a little bit deeper. Now, still not past a first down, but where he can get it and potentially fall forward and go get a first down. So the spacing of this thing is funky. It's deeper, flat, intermediate, and you can tell that they're kind of close. But I would guess that's just because 87 is doing 87 things in a good way. Now, we still don't get the first here, but you can see what he's thinking. You can see what 15 is thinking. So again, just looking at the spacing of this thing, see how tight they are? That's not how you normally would see that thing spaced. So probably telling Kelce, hey, push for a first, trust each other, put it on him. And then again, I wouldn't have been shocked right there if he spins inside and go get that first down. Now, it's nice tackling from the Ravens to bring him down. but that is close. But you can see kind of what they're thinking. And again, in the league, everyone from Peyton Manning, Mahomes, to the guy who's barely on the roster, will hear a lot of teams say it's okay to get a completion on third down. So meaning that you don't always have to push it past the sticks. Throwing it underneath sometimes works. Right here, it does everything except execute the fourth down run. So it gets them close enough to go for it on fourth. They just don't get the first down. Next one here, 3rd and 10. So a little bit of pressure here. They're going to bring 14 down here off the slot. He's going to be unblocked. Now we're going to see from the end zone, it looks like they just set the pass protection incorrectly. So they get fooled. So they'll see the linebacker off the ball. Looks like he's blitzing, right? You see 6 move right here. So watch 6 move. There it is. Now watch the left guard and center. They're pointing, going to 6. So what that means is they're going to get a 4-person slide. So from the uncovered lineman on the left, that is the left guard, over, you're going to get 4 on 4. So these 4 are going to be blocked by these 4. Right there, those 4. That's going to put the back on a duel. 1, not to this player. We're going to have the big on big out here, to 2, which is number 14 off the edge. So when both of these players blitz here, you're going to be hot. So they tricked us. So he's going to drop out of there. We're going to have 4 blocking 3-ish, and we're going to have 2 on the back. So what you normally see in a lot of systems is you'll see the quarterback come out here. If they do this, he'll point. So he'll put his right hand right there, and he'll put his left hand to 14. And that means if both of those guys blitz, I need somebody over here to look hot. That we're hot. Now, not every team does that. Okay, but that's one indicator that you'll see quarterbacks point like that. Well, if we don't get either hot over here, we've got a design flaw. So we're going to end up getting a free runner, 14 coming from here. It's 3rd and 10. Patrick's got to bail and just throw it away, and we're punting. So they get you, and it happens. They're a really good defense, but you can see how it happens as well. So all the way back here, watch the offensive line. There's 6 moving. He sets it up with the fake pressure. Point. All right, we're sliding to 6. You got the back on the duel. Back steps up in the B gap. 14 free. So they got you. Okay? And it happens just like that. Happens to the best in the game. Throw away, punt, live to fight another day. But you can see how quickly it is. And then down here to the bottom, you could see, if he even saw it, neither of these guys are looking, right? Like you would hope the number 1 would come off looking right there, and maybe you could put it on him. Now, is he going to get the first? Probably not. But no one's looking hot. Got no answers. They got you. Punt. The only good thing here is you avoid the hit and you avoid the big negative play. So you're going to get tricked sometimes. Even the best players get tricked. The best coaches get tricked. They get paid on defense over there. They're really good. Gotcha. Punt. Live to fight another day. Next one here, 2nd and 7. Again, Kelce doing Kelce things. The number 2 up top. He's running that little sail or Seattle. He and Mahomes just have such a great feel for the zone, for the space out there. So for a route that for most guys would be, hey, you got to stay on the run, they've got that feel to kind of settle down in space and not run to get covered. And it's just, it really is one of those things I think you really have to intentionally appreciate. So up, normally this would be this route, and you're coming out like this. Usually get like a post or a go clear, and then someone in the flat. And I've talked about it already in this video. Flood, flat, intermediate, deep. There it is. Okay, but what Kelce does here is he feels the flat defender get width, so widens. So instead of running to get covered, where you come out and go over here, and now the flat defender can potentially get out underneath you, he comes in and then settles in this space. And 15 expects him to do that. So as you get the flat, pulling the flat defender out there, it then creates this little space here on the top of the numbers, and you put it right on him. And again, they make it look easy. There is nothing about this that is easy. So watch Kelce settle, and Patrick throws it right to him, right on him. And you can see the flat defender outside going to the flat. Whoop. Corner's not able to come off and make it because he doesn't keep running. And that's a big chunk. And it's just so hard to defend in zone. I mean, if you're not making life difficult for 87 at the line of scrimmage, and he's got chances to just go out there and settle and play field ball like this, it's going to be real hard to stop. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is How to Beat Every Coverage. We even have an entire offensive system available for you, so hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available. Check out those linked in the video description as well. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one, 2nd and 11 here. We're going to run a short motion with the number 184 down here into a kind of a medium bunch. There's a miscommunication on defense, and just the slightest miscommunication creates the space for 84 to be open running across the field. 15 sees it, puts it on him. No hitch, on the body, on the break. Love a good rip right down the hash. So watch the communication down here. And again, this is exactly how quickly it will happen. So short motion to a medium bunch, right? 1, 2, 3. There's the bunch. But watch the communication here. So what are they going to do? It looks like they're trying to play man here. How are you going to sort this out? You're going to banjo it? You're going to stick with it? You're going to lock it, saying he's got him wherever he goes? So when he travels, they're trying to communicate. So you can see them saying, well, what's the signal? What are we doing here? You have to do this pre-snap, in my opinion, or pre-motion to know what the check is going to be. So he's a little late. And being a little late right here then allows this runaway to have a little bit of space. And that space right there is enough for Mahomes to hit his back foot and put it on him. So it's all about this communication defensively. Watch the communication from the corner at the bottom. Just a tick late. Short motion. You got him? What? I mean, again, you can see the communication. You got him? Wait, you got him? What? What are we doing? Huh? And that's it. Got him. Just a really nice job of utilizing that short, fast motion. Quick snap. Get the leverage you want, run away. Mahomes sees it, plays on time, in rhythm. Again, appreciate how quickly and easily 15 can hit the back foot and the ball's out. And I love a good throw right down the hash. Thing of beauty. We're getting spider cammed here, but all your cleats in the ground. Rip that thing on the body, on the break. Beautiful. Next one here, 2nd and 2. Now this is zone read. Okay, now I put this on here because I laughed at Kelce because I've never seen someone besides a quarterback do a pump fake on a play before. Right there. Again, he's always had a great nose for the pylon for the first. You can see him lower his shoulder. This is zone read. We're reading 99, outside 83 there. I will say that it's probably the wrong read from Mahomes, but the reason he pulls it is because the snap is not great. Okay, so we'll look at it from the back, but from the wide here, watch Kelce. This is essentially spread triple. So you got the back, zone read, quarterback run, Kelce's the pitch. Now maybe, and again, I don't know for sure, but maybe, and I wouldn't put it past them, that if they are trying to do a trick 'em or a specialty play here, or come across here, bluff, and again, Kelce's the pitch, you've got the dive from the back, the quarterback run, spread triple. I could see them doing something where you get the back, you get the quarterback run, to make it look like that. Kelce comes across with the split flow action, goes backwards, makes this thing a lateral, and now we've got an opportunity for a double pass down the field. So that certainly could have been the play as well. I don't know. And I will say that I would love to see that play, and if I was still coaching, I would hijack that play, so you're welcome for that. But the thing to pay attention to here is Kelce, regardless, even on a double move, or a trick 'em, I don't know if I've ever seen a wide receiver or tight end fake pump out there. Just the football awareness more than anything else, outstanding. So I'm saying here, if this is true zone read and we are reading this player, so we're out here. Here's the quarterback. Here's the dive, quarterback run, and then Kelce coming across as the pitch. Okay, so this to me is an easy read. He goes up the field like this. We got to give the ball to the back. But because the ball is essentially a grounder over here, he doesn't get the opportunity to really read it like he wants to read it. So first thing here, just read that conflict defender, key defender. What would you do if you were 15 and you got a good snap? If he can tackle the back, you pull it. Well, he can't tackle the back there. That's going to be a good run. If you hand the ball to 10, you can see that thing. We got double teams, angles. It looks good. But we pull it because it's on the toes. And then that right there. I mean, it's not a huge impact on the play, but just the football awareness, man. The football IQ from 87, off the charts. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Just a little bit of what I would say a better version of sprint option is. Nice job getting on the move, going to the left. Great pick or rub on 14. You can see him whine about it right here. Never going to get called. Again, I love the fact that we're moving the launch point. Patrick Mahomes off platform, making it look easy. Again, great job finding 87. It's always a mini miracle to me that they allow 87 when he's stationary to get a free release, even if he's off the ball. But what goes on here scheme-wise is we're running across, we're running a corner, and then Kelce coming off, its third medium is going to push to the first down depth. And we're just going to move with him on this sprint left and essentially throw it to him in the quick out. Now, the thing to pay attention to here is the number 1 right here is going to get a really nice rub or pick, depending on what side of the ball you're from, right here on 14. So once he gets that collision right here, it's going to pop Kelce, and it makes this thing a nice, easy throw for 15 going to his left. So watch number 1 down here at the bottom. I think it's 84, run into 14, accidentally on purpose. Boop. Gotcha. I'd love to see it. Well executed, great nuance, big first down. And again, making it look easy, right? Going to your left, flip your hips, get going downhill towards your target. I mean, he makes nothing about that throw looks easy from 15. Smooth. Nice catch from 87. First down. Hell yes. Next one here. Now, this is a sack. So pretty rare for a sack to be on one of my videos on this channel and be a positive play for the quarterback. But the flexibility, the body control, and just kind of evidence of Patrick Mahomes just finding a way to kind of fight and get through this is pretty remarkable. I mean, this would get many people hurt, I would say, but he comes out of this tackle. Like, he's still fighting. So the balance, the strength, all those things that go into it, the athleticism right there, I mean, my goodness. Many guys would get hurt right here. Feet together, left hand down, right hand down with the ball in your hands, stay up, still fighting. So that's the first part of it. 15, amazing. Okay, now the next part I want you to watch is the right guard, 65. Watch how he finishes this block. Now, I'm not at all advocating for like cheap shots or playing past the whistle, but you can play through the whistle and setting the tempo like my guy 65 right here. So pass pro, not passive, but then this dump right here, right there. And back in the day here, you would see 65 right here. Nowadays, they make you kind of put your hands up like you're not doing anything while you're on top of them. But back in the day, you used to quad people out. So you would just ruck over right there, and it would get nasty. But I love seeing dudes finish blocks. That is an attitude. That is a vibe. That is a mindset for a pass protection unit. Just let 65 wash over you right here. Because if you get guys who play like this, up and through the whistle to protect your guys, he's still fighting, still fighting, still fighting. Oh, I'm not doing anything. Hands up. What? Nothing to see here, Mr. White Hat. Just accidentally got on top of him. I love it. Next one here, 3rd and 14. I would say this is one of the few poor throws from Mahomes all day. Now, is the pass protection unit perfect? No. Does Mahomes make it more difficult than it has to be? Yes. Is that anything new? No. Does the ball maybe get tipped here as well? I actually think it does get tipped. So I'm going to take back my it's a bad throw because it was such a bad throw. You almost are shocked that he misses by that much. See if we can see a referee. Does the referee say it gets tipped? I don't see it though. Usually you see one of those guys put their hands up. Nope. Well, pass protection wise here for me, besides for the miss, who knows if he's going to get a first down or not. The first thing I want to say is pass protection wise here, the back. First of all, this is not the Big 12. Okay, so you see, earmuffs me here, shit like this, sums up. People don't just play this defense in the NFL. You don't see it damn near ever. So immediately my antenna would be up and be like, something's up. So what we end up getting here is what we'll call corner blitz. So they end up rolling down over here and push into this thing. Okay, that doesn't really mean anything. He's coming from so much depth that you can get through the read damn near. Now, you would love him to be blocked or have a body waiting for him, but it looks like the back just gets lost. Steps up, doesn't see it, so potentially you're going to get hit. So that's the part where I don't get too mad at the drift here, as opposed to the traditional drop, feet underneath you, make this throw, you can make this throw, left-handed. So just the pass protection unit and just the identification of the shell, like something is up. We don't see a lot of 3 safety looks in the league like this. So antennas up. Again, we love the back to be able to see that, take the hit off potentially. And then again, tough throw, whether it gets tipped or not. I'm not sure he gets the first down regardless. I mean, maybe. You put it right on him right there, probably going to be a collision at the sticks, and you probably get a first down. So just an unfortunate hookup. You couple that with not seeing the corner pressure again. The reason I think that I like to spend just a little bit more time on plays like this is because if you have free runners like this on weird blitzes, so we've seen them free runner on the slot, we've seen the corner get them now, the 49ers are watching this too, right? Like they're going to have some exotics locked in, especially when 25's back there as the pass protector. Make life difficult on him, hopefully steal a hit, get a big turnover potentially right here, just a miss. Next one here, 3rd and 9, massive play to close this thing out. MVS and number 2 down here to the bottom. Post, nobody in the middle of the field. I know a great course that goes into significant detail about how to beat essentially 0, get to the post as quickly as possible. Right here, it looks like, there's potentially a post safety, but 32 gets no depth. Mahomes sees it, gives 11 a chance, and that's a massive play. Okay, so it's 3rd and long. We've got safety right here. Now, he's so tight that you almost think it's 0 right out the gate, and it is. So we're up, and there's nobody there. Now, the other thing about this that I love is how Mahomes plays this off the back foot. He gets all his cleats in the ground. He gives 11 a chance, but this throw almost carves him back, where oftentimes you'll hear me say you don't want to do that. Verse 0, it's better because there's no safety back there to carve him back to. And with 11, the thing about this throw, because it brings him back, he's then able to catch it with his body. For a guy who hasn't been catching it great all year with his hands, it's kind of nice. Like it ends up being a little bit of a fair catch. So it's just a really nice job. The other thing, okay, and again, this is kind of a side tangent, so I apologize for this, but it's hard when you're watching 87. Defensively, I feel like you have to have not only multiple looks, but multiple plans on where he is. So when he's in tight on the line of scrimmage on the nub, he's probably going to chip and check down. So they don't always ask him to go do Kelce stuff down the field and make stuff up. So this, to me, alignment would be a different coverage double team call than if he was doing his slow walk movement stuff where he's going down the field. So just changing up the looks and having different calls here. They have an exchange on him, and I'm guessing this player right here is essentially doubling him inside, looking to hunt up 87. Well, once he's in this chip alignment, let's have a way to just play traditional close man. So I just feel like this plan, what are you going to do with where he is? Because I do think there are really not easy, but some indicators as far as what he's doing. He's on the line of scrimmage. We need to jack him at the line of scrimmage. He's off and static. We got to double. He's on the move. We got to have a plan to make life difficult for him and not let him just run and sit down in zone coverage. But this, to me, it's a great job from 15. It's a hell of a play. Happy for 11 to make this kind of catch and play. But the Ravens are really doing themselves a disservice with how they're sorting this thing out on the back end. Just playing press 0 doesn't give your guys very high opportunities to win, especially with a burner like 11. I mean, it's just tough. Tough. I don't know. It's a great job by 15, giving him a chance. It's a hell of a play, big play. But man, structurally, you're not helping your defenders with those kind of coverages. Now, maybe 32 is just doing his own thing too. But I mean, it's just, they're taking Kelce out of the play. They're doing you a favor defensively. Give your guys some help on the back end. And again, you can see him how he has to carve back and catch it with the body. You know, he's probably saying, thank you. Please do not let me stretch my arms out. Woo-hoo! Massive play. So that is a wrap. Patrick Mahomes doing Patrick Mahomes things. My goodness. I don't know how you can't appreciate what he brings to the table for the position. Just plays at such a high level, has so much arm talent, all the throws, the touch, the velocity, the timing, the creativity, the playmaker vibes, can scramble enough, the connection between him and 87, the unique offensive routes and kind of offensive architecture that they play within this system and structure and framework. It's just so awesome. It really is. I have so much fun watching it. It's fun to see how they've gotten better here, essentially in the playoffs, this last little section of the season, and taking their game kind of collectively to another level. Fired up to see what this final game is going to look like. It's going to be pretty special on a number of different levels. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.